Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palates. I'm Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate studio. With me is Jiunn Liu from the Box Press studio and from the Pastania studio, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Good, man. It's hot. It's hot all over. It's hot in Canada. It's so hot. It's crazy. Air conditioning's going nuts. I'm drinking cold beer. Just trying to stay cool. It's hot.
Yeah. All right. So today we are talking about the Micallef Black Robusto. Cigar is 5-inch by 52. Comes out of the Micallef Cigars factory in Nicaragua. Wrapper is Mexican San Andres. Binder is Ecuador Habano. Filters from Nicaragua. Price point is $7. Cigar was released in June of 2023. So with all that out of the way, June, what was your overall experience like with this cigar?
It was okay, average for me. I thought even especially that first third, it was really spicy. So like a very big blast of black pepper spice. Other than that, there's some dry cocoa. There's like this dirt, dry kind of gritty earthiness. Got a little bit of citrus, barnyard, but um, it's one of those profiles when it was also it's a medium full in strength, so it kind of gives you a little kick on the gut. But I thought it was one of those profiles that was just kind of, you know, spicy and strong. And even with that said, not much substance other than that. So it's just okay.
All right, John, what were your thoughts?
Yeah, I think I had a very similar experience to June. And I agree. The first third, I mean, there was some creaminess in the first third that kind of helped offset the spices, but that was definitely a spicy start. And I think if you're not a fan of spicy cigars, that first third might put you off. It did calm down after time, but that's a lot of spices in the first third, a little bit of like June was saying, chocolate. I got some chalkiness in the center of the profile. I'm surprised that June didn't pick up on that. And I definitely got the earthiness. Second third was kind of mostly creamy earth for me, with the chalkiness and some, mild chocolate notes that kind of broke through occasionally, but it was kind of linear. And then the last third, just mostly a tobacco note, like a creamy tobacco, and then earth kind of picked up on the post draw and sort of became medium full and gained some toastiness about the halfway point. So it was okay. For $7, it's okay, but pretty average for me overall. Burn was perfect. I had a bit of a resistant draw, like not crazy, but like definitely a little bit of snugness on it. So I had to dock it for that, which is a bit of a drag, but overall just above average. Aaron, what about you?
Yeah, for me, the cigar started with toasted cedar, vibrant cinnamon, forward baking spice, and earth. Got some creaminess that joined in pretty quickly. Second, third saw the baking spice transition to black pepper and a light cocoa powder joined in. Creaminess also departed in that third, and then the final third saw the cocoa powder become pretty light. I had perfect construction on my sample, so that was good to see. I thought the cigar had a nice start, kind of, dynamic flavor profile going on. Things kind of mellowed in that second, third, and dropped a level and kind of maintained that profile kind of the rest of the way. Um, I thought it was an interesting cigar for Micallef, especially for the price point. Most of their cigars are at a higher level than this. But I just found the cigar okay. Not something I'd really see myself returning to. But I do want to smoke the Toro Vitola just to kind of get a feel for that one, see if there's any differences in the Vitolas. I wouldn't think too much just because it's just an inch longer, but the rest of it's all the same. So I'm not sure how much different it would be, but I'd give it a try to see what it's like.
You never know.
You never know. That's right. All right, let's get into the scores. We're going to start at the top. With me at 6.1. John gave it a 5.8. June gave it a 5.75, and Seth, who wasn't able to join us tonight, he gave it a 5.25. My score matches up well. I mean, it was an above average flavor profile, good in that first third. Perfect construction gets it right above that 6 mark, but still not something I'd come back to within your real frequency. John, 5.8.
Yeah, never a good sign when Aaron is top on the review list. It matches up well. I had a similar above average flavor profile as you did. I just had to dock a little bit from the draw. So I think, without the draw issue, I think we would have been very similar in scoring.
Yeah. All right, June, 5.75.
Well, matches pretty well. It was for me, it was just all the way through first all the thirds, pretty average flavor profile. Great construction. I appreciate the cheaper offering in a market in which most companies we see more companies do the opposite of
Yeah.
something that's like really high priced. So I appreciate that, but in terms of flavor profile, it's not for me.
Yeah, so just like final thoughts, I agree with June. Like it's interesting to see that, such a low price point coming out right now with all the higher price cigars that are going on. But I think with the low price point, I mean, if you had a cigar that came out and just blew everybody away, that'd be a kind of a weird dichotomy of what's going on in the market right now. So nice try for it, but I don't know that it's gonna set the world on fire or anything like that.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, it could be one of those cigars at that price point. Maybe it's a good entry cigar, so someone kind of gets introduced to the brand. I feel like I probably would have toned the spice down a little bit in the first third because unless you get someone who's kind of a more full-bodied smoker, that could put off a lot of people. But other than that, I mean, I think everything else about the cigar at that price point, is probably a good stepping stone for someone to be introduced to the brand.
Yeah, and especially, there's a lot of guys that smoke a lot of cigars in a day at this price point. So, just
That is true.
so if you're
Maybe
looking
maybe
kind
this
of
will be the third cigar, so they can still taste.
yep, if you're looking to capture that kind of a smoker, then this is might be a good one to get them with. So all right, wherever you're catching this video, be sure to like and subscribe, but check out the full written review on the website, developingpalates.com. You can follow us on all the social media channels and catch all of our review recaps on podcasts, so iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.
Always bet on black.